September the 25th, 2025. Guys, I know it's been a long day, but there's information that we've been hoping for and looking for. Major breaking. James Comey indicted. 2 counts, false statements, and obstruction of justice. Now, in the last few videos we've seen President Trump kind of get on to Pam Bundy's butt about not getting this thing started, and he mentioned Comey then just the other day. And here we go. James Comey has been indicted on 2 counts by a grand jury in the Eastern District of Virginia. False statements and obstruction of justice. He was lying the whole time. Former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted on 2 of 3 counts sought by prosecutors. 1 count of making false statements and 1 count of obstruction of justice, just days after President Trump issued a public demand for his Justice Department to act now to bring prosecutors against Comey and other political foes, according to sources. ABC's running with it. What we're looking at now is Gateway Pundit. CNN's running with it. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bundy said no one is above the law. Today's indictment reflects the Department of Justice's commitment to holding those abused positions of power accountable for misleading the American people. We will follow the facts in this case. Really, it reflects the need for her to keep her job, too. But we never know what all is going on behind the scene, but we'll see how far she goes with this. If not, Trump mentioned the other day that there's another lawyer that could replace her, or at least in this case replace her, that's very good. And it looked like that Pam Bundy listened word for word because Lindsay Halligan is who Trump recommended. She's the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, and she announced today that a federal grand jury returned an indictment charging former FBI Director James Comey with making the false statement and obstruction relating to his oral testimony before the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee September 30th, 2020, almost 4 years ago. More than likely we watched that. The charges, as alleged in this case, represent a breach of the public trust at an extraordinary level, said U.S. Attorney Halligan. The balance of power is a bedrock principle of our democracy, and it relies on accountability and a forthright presentation of facts from executive leadership to congressional oversight. Any intent to avoid, evade, prevent, or obstruct compliance is a violation of professional responsibility and most importantly, the law. If convicted, Comey faces up to 5 years in prison. Actual sentences for federal crimes are typically less than the maximum penalties. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence after considering the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. So we're starting to see the beginning of the takedown of the big A list. So guys, keep your heads up. Well, we saw it today. He signed the executive orders to take down people from Soros all the way down and through the Democrats that are sponsoring terrorism and sponsoring Antifa and all of that mess, BLM. If you were watching, it's on our, go back to our last live video today. We broadcast the whole thing. Anyway, this is a turning point for sure. Now, so the indictment's there. And Bundy, listen, how strongly will she push it, or will she move out of the way and let Miss Lindsay Halligan, again, the attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, take over the case and stay out of it? Because that, again, that's who Trump suggested he wanted to handle it. Again, a long day, guys, but we're watching it. Things are moving faster and faster. We got to keep our heads up and be safe.